temperature has begun. Launch was successful. Just another launch, no point filming it. It's boring at this point, I'd say. But exciting news. All right, so we are headed for the clouds. It is a very unusual day where, according to the mathematics, the cloud layer should be at roughly 1,300 feet. So the way that you are supposed to be able to calculate cloud layer, which I honestly think that it might be accurate. Sometimes it seems like this stuff just doesn't add up right. But today, so here's the scenario. You find dew point, whatever the temperature of dew point is, you subtract the ambient temperature on the ground, which today is 63 degrees, and dew point was 57. So you take those numbers, subtract them, find the difference, and then divide that by 4.4. You take that number, which is like 1.36 or something like that, and times it by 1,000, and that gives you your elevation that the clouds are supposed to be forming at, which today that means roughly, 1,300, 1,400 feet. So we're going to find out if that seems to hold true. I would say right at this point, I am, I don't know, maybe 800 feet above the ground, but maybe more, honestly, because it looks like so. Clouds are so deceiving. They're very difficult to feel like you're getting towards them until you're really coming upon them. Then you can start to see as you look off into the horizon, they start to look like they're getting lower and lower until you're like right in it. And it's such a fascinating and fantastic thing. So the cool thing is it's completely legal because they're so low today, and we can stay clear clouds. We just have to stay clear of them, obviously. We'll go around the outsides and stuff, so we stay legal. I think we're gonna make it. I chose the free ride 17. Usually if I'm gonna do like a cloud excursion, I would go for something a little bit loftier just to get better elevation climb, stuff like that. But I really wanted to fly the free ride today, so that's what we're doing. We're gonna see if we can get ourselves up here. I'm gonna tune back in just a second. I'm gonna do some more climbing, then I'll tune back in. Well, holy smokes. All right, I don't think anything got recorded on my last attempt to get a clip, but I got above the clouds. It's absolutely phenomenal. I don't really know what to say because I already said it all. So in the event that the last clip didn't record, which I don't know right now, but basically I was just talking about how freaking amazing it is every single time you come above the clouds. Something is happening with my engine. It seems like it's acting up. I don't know. It's just such a cool thing. I mean, it's such an awesome perspective that nobody else has this exact same view as I have right now. Which, sure, I guess you could say that about any view. But this is once in a lifetime. Like, legitimately, you're not going to get this exact view. There's just no way, because the clouds are constantly changing. And sure, this isn't the most amazing cloud formations I've ever seen. I've been in more unique, taller, puffier ones. But it's still just like such a special, sketchy feeling thing. And the way that it makes the earth feel below is just so wild. It's like you can climb up and up in a perfect clear sky, and it doesn't really feel much different, but you climb up and you get past a cloud layer, and now you have this depth perception gauge, and everything just feels so much different. You feel like you're so much farther away from home, and it's got this terrifyingly spooky feel, which makes it so much more adventurous feeling at the same time. It's just it's an undescribable experience that you'll have to try for yourself at some point in time. If you fly, find yourself a day where the cloud layer is supposed to be kind of low, and go for it. You're not going to regret it. But pack warm stuff, because we're like in summer now, but it's chilly up here. The air's still kind of moist. It's not as bad when I was coming through the cloud layer, like just around that area right there at that level. You got your dew point level. There's a lot of dew forming, and it gets really chilly. But I should be wearing gloves right now. It's quite chilly. But make the adventure. It is beyond worth it, and you will remember it for the rest of your life. It's just a weird experience. You feel so far away. even though you're right at home, it's a vacation that you're never gonna forget, and you just have to go up, you know? You just have to go up. It's just bonkers. It's just so cool. I mean, look at that. Just look at it. Would you look at that? It's so neat. It's just wild. Now I'm just up here with my wing, with my motor, just kind of vibrating my back. And you have this tendency to like clutch onto things, like it's gonna make a darn bit of difference, you know? You just gotta let go. You just gotta let go and accept it, you know? It's such a wild experience. It takes a while to get up, you know, it takes a while to get above the clouds usually. I have found that what you're told they're at and what they look like they're usually quite a bit higher than that. I've gone on quite a few cloud chasing adventures that involved me climbing for a lot longer than I'd anticipated. But it's one of those things, you know, you think you're halfway there and you've beat on your engine the whole time and you don't want to give up, because if you gave up, it's like it was all for nothing. So you just keep on keeping on. It's so cool. It's just so cool. I'm just in my little area. Bart's house is just right over there. I saw Bart cruising by moments ago, and I haven't really gone far, and that's fine, 'cause I've already gotten there, you know? I've gotten where I want to go. Just sit back and listen to some music, enjoy this view. All right, we're just gonna float down now. Oh, it's so cold, but it's so amazing. I'm always torn with doing big wingovers and hucking myself down towards the ground and just sitting back and relaxing. And I think today we're gonna do the relaxing. And just float peacefully down past these clouds. And just enjoy the magic of the world. Watch that beautiful sunset. Just appreciate everything that we've got. 'Cause that is fantastic. I'm fighting off the shivers. It's just such a special moment. Going below the clouds is like watching the sunset. You're never quite ready for it to be done. It's like it's the most beautiful part, but it's sad to see it go. If that makes any sense. I've been too busy screaming this whole time. I think my voice is kind of failing me at this point. It's just amazing. Oh man, it's such a wild thing. Such a wild thing.
We've gotten ourselves a long ways from home. We're gonna hope our motor restarts, or we may not make it back. We're getting into that chilly layer now. Yep. Okay, the motor doesn't start. I think I might know what the issue is. I was having troubles with my wire popping off on the back. So we might do one of them mid-air motor repairs, but hoping I don't have to. Trouble is I want to point this way, but home is that way. And yeah. Stop. Cena. 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 There it goes. Now we're back into the rocky layer. There it was. Alright, we better turn back home. Make sure we can get there. Oh, Bart's landed already. Oh my gosh. What in the heck? This whole time and I've had a freaking weird line situation? You're gonna be kidding me. There we go. Holy smokes. Sketchy biscuits. They've been having that issue the last time I launched. Look, it just popped out. Kind of surprised it didn't pop out on its own. Apparently there wasn't a whole lot of pull on it. Well, it's a good lesson to learn right there. Check your stuff. Gosh, this is awesome. We're just right on the... Well, we're not really on the edge, and we're a few hundred feet away. How cool. Just dropping through our hole. Yeah, we're just gonna see if we can spot land this little puppy. Get us in a good spot. We have plenty of elevation, so we shouldn't have any troubles whatsoever. How cool. The spot landing thing is something I really like to practice. Wouldn't say I'm like great at it by any means. And it's tricky because there's so many factors at play. What wing you're flying, what your trims are set at. You know, and you get these gusts and drops and things in the air, so sometimes you think you're gonna overshoot and you'll take a big sink and it'll end up dropping you a lot shorter than you thought you were. Luckily he's got a nice big yard, so it makes it quite easy. That was the one thing that was very fun and interesting in the SIV course, was we had all these tricky little spot landings we had to do. And it was honestly one of the coolest parts about the whole thing was practicing that skill. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Especially because it was like one of those things you had to, you know. There wasn't, as paramotor pilots, we're quite lucky, you know. You can just have your motor run and you don't have anything to worry about. You just kind of do your thing. Just, oh crap, I got a shoe untied. Bummer. That's alright. Alrighty, and then we'll make our tack back towards Bart's. And that'll be plenty of height. That'll get us in. Let the wing do its thing, settle in. And we're landing out far, that's all right. That was one of those scenarios where I ended up back farther than I had anticipated. That's all right. As long as we don't end up in the river, all is well. Fantastic. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that flight as much as I did, because holy moly. Even though I don't think it's probably possible for you to, because you weren't there to experience it, but I'm glad I could show you what it looks like at least. What a awesomely fun time that was. Alrighty. Until next time, guys. Fly safe, have fun, live life to the fullest. Peace out.